Hello everybody, this is Suzu.
Kitsu's back too.
And we have Cat.
Success.
Yes, and we have a cat. Also, welcome back to our Sonic Adventure. We are going to be playing another cat, who is much less delightful. Let's just get this over with.
At least his gameplay's relaxing. Ow. Oh, we figured out a issue around the headphones. I can now hear everything.
I'm sure you wish you couldn't. I'm sorry, that upgrade under his bed is very distracting. So very ominous.
Yes.
I can still see it!
I'm just ignoring the loading circle thing.
What? Froggy, is that you? You're looking kinda weird, good buddy.
Yes, Froggy now has a tail.
What's up with the tail? Hey, wait a minute! You swallowed my lucky charm!
That wasn't a lucky charm, Big.
What's wrong with you? Something's not right. We've always been friends. For years. Froggy! Wait up!
Being in possession of a chaos animal pretty much guarantees that something is going to happen to you, or it, or both.
Yep.
Yoo-hoo, Froggy! Come out wherever you are! Oh man, where could that pollywog pal be anyway?
So he's not actually a frog, he's a pollywog.
I think that's just a nickname.
I was partly making a believe Pikmin reference. Pollywogs.
Okay, Big. Big is a fisherman, or rather a fisher cat. Before we do anything, actually, I have something. We'll talk about his gameplay more in a moment when we're actually in one of his levels. But the first thing we need to do is grab this. Big has more upgrades than anyone else, and 4 of them are lure upgrades, which makes it easier to bait in, the harder to catch fish.
Like Froggy. Especially in later levels.
Oh, come on.
For his friend, Froggy really doesn't seem to want to be around him much.
I think it probably has to do with the
Froggy,
giant
there you are.
water drip.
Probably. I've got an unhappy cat in my lap.
Hey, don't run away. What you doing under that car? What's wrong?
So, first thing about Big, he is ridiculously strong.
I suspect that he's some sort of Maine Coon or forest cat.
The other thing about Big is he's also not smart.
At all. Or at the very least, he's very much not smart socially.
He kind of seems a bit of a character.
Okay then! A bit of a caricature of, well, something he should not be a caricature of.
Yeah, it's kind of... It makes him kind of intolerable.
Welcome
And
to
doesn't
Tycho Class.
help the whole stereotype thing.
At all.
So, we are back in Twinkle Park. You've recognized this area, I'm sure. We've been here a few times. Big, like Amy, does not curl up into a ball when jumping. Like Amy, he also carries a weapon.
If you can call that a weapon.
It's an improvised weapon.
If you can call that a weapon.
Yeah. Big is equipped with his trusty fishing rod. It can also capture the line to, well, murder things from a distance. I'm quite good at that.
If I can remember how to cast the line, I might be able to.
Hold the action button.
I tried that in my copy of the game, but for some reason it wasn't working.
That's how you do it.
No.
It doesn't really matter which action button you're hitting as long as you're hitting an action button. But the biggest part of big gameplay is not running around and killing enemies with your fishing lure.
There's a reason I say that his gameplay is relaxing.
Big is a fisherman.
And so, that means
I don't want to catch Froggy right away.
Something's burning.
Oh, we've lost my cat.
Capture line, and you can twitch it around with the direction keys, or pull it in with the jump key. You have no control of the camera, it's a little frustrating. Oh, come on!
I got a fish.
Go up. Go on. Don't sit down. Don't. Stop it.
Here we go again, viewers.
Okay. Sorry. I don't know what it is today.
Could be location, could be weather, could be just computer decides that it hates us.
It could be I sacrificed the wrong goat to the wrong god.
Oh, did we actually try that method? I forgot.
I don't know what we... I don't even know that we use this footage. No, let's cut this and try another day.
Come on, Froggy.
Now, the main goal of the big
Levels is to catch Froggy.
Yeah. The Froggy is lured in like any other fish, moving the lure next to him. So one useful trick I found, I don't know if this actually works or if it's like holding A when throwing a Pokeball. When a fish bite or Froggy bites on, hold down.
Getting him to bite on is the tricky part. It is decidedly much harder than getting the other fish.
And of course, you can't see what you're doing.
Because the camera wants you to die, painfully.
also wiggle the lure in place by holding down. I've usually found more success with twitching it.
Looks like it was over groggy. Oh, here he comes. Come here, Froggy. Come here.
And then, once you got it, pull on in. This is the tough part. You see that meter there? That's the tension on your line.
If it hits 0, you lose the fish. If you pull too hard and it hits the top, you lose the fish.
Oh, no, you lose a life.
Oh, right. Lose the life and the fish.
I don't think I've ever had it hit 0, though. Most of the times I've lost fish are they ran into things. I don't want. Of course, the line has a tendency to twitch the wrong way.
Because he ate camera. Hi, Froggy. Hi, Froggy.
Sometimes it'll, when you're pulling it in, it'll lock a little, like that. And then pulling in will only increase the meter. When this happens, you have to take good. Stop holding. There we go.
You got Froggy.
The more fish you catch, the higher your score is. This does absolutely nothing because there isn't any ranking in Sonic Adventure.
Not too bad.
That was introduced in Sonic Adventure 2, which is an excellent game.
Yes.
Welcome
And
to
once you get a better
Twinkle Park.
computer.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely on the list.
By the way, I want to be around when you LP Shadow.
Hey, if I get it sometime this summer, maybe we can do the whole thing together.
There was another Cream cameo. I don't know if anyone else noticed.
Yeah, it showed up for just a moment because I pressed the button. Also, on this computer, they always really glitch out.
Ah, well.
So off to the Mystic Ruins with us. Now before we go into Ice Cap, I have 2 things to do.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
1, check time. 2,
2 upgrades.
yes.
For the first, since Big starts out with access to the jungle, unlike most characters, there's you can run to hit that very distracting glowy thing under his bed. But on the way, we can pick up another thing as well. However, I'm going to go and drop off the ice stone first. Because it's a pain in the butt carrying it.
Yeah.
There we go. Now, I mentioned I didn't want to show off the jungle because there's
We'll be departing soon.
other characters who visit the parts. Well, you've kind of, between everybody, you've kind of seen about as much as there is interesting in the jungle, but Big's house is the part I really haven't gone into.
Stepped away in the corner.
The map helps.
Yeah.
Because Big isn't really good, I'm going at following me. I have one very specific fruit I want to take. And because it's so easy to get lost in here, I will be near constantly checking the map. Is this the right path? Yes, it is. Wrong path.
Took the turn too late.
It's easy to get lost in here, guys.
Very easy to get lost in here. Also a pain.
So this little nook is where we're headed. This is a big second lure upgrade. They come kind of fast, actually.
Big's gameplay is pretty short, especially if you're just going straight for Froggy and ignoring the other fish.
Yeah. And let's face it, fishing is boring to watch.
Yep,
So we're gonna just be going straight for Froggy.
if we can.
Now I will try and show off the level. I'm not going to be doing much fishing. Thing number 2. This is one of Big's 2 proper
It's the
updates.
power rod.
Also
You now
levitating
have
bed.
longer casting distance.
The power rod effectively doubles the length you can cast with your line. It's pretty handy to pick up as soon as possible. Now, back to what we were doing before. Ice Cap is quite possibly Big's most annoying level, for reasons we will get into shortly. There's no problem with stream. This stream is easy.
Yes.
A little longer, but easy. You know, at least this place is pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, for Dreamcast standards.
Dreamcast, GameCube. Big and Amy both suffer from the same syndrome, and that is characters you want to like, but for reasons can't. Amy because of her stalking and the obsession with Sonic. Also the claiming that he's her boyfriend when
will be departing
he's
soon.
very much made it quite clear that he is not.
Didn't I see a green-colored stone somewhere?
You know, when I was a kid, for years, I thought he was talking about the Windstone that gets you into Windy Valley. And so I spent so much time trying to find the Windstone so I could get Big into Windy Valley.
I'm not sure I talked to Knuckles. Because I know for a fact that if I had, I would have done that, and I don't remember doing that.
But now he's talking about Master Emerald pieces.
Yep.
And that seems so clear when you're 18.
Or older. Yay, I'm almost 21.
Oh my god, we're the adult supervision.
Yes. Oh look, another upgrade.
Yes, this is the second of Big's 2 proper upgrades. Life
You've
belt.
discovered the life belt. It keeps you afloat when you're in water. To swim underwater, press the jump button when afloat.
It gives you very clumsily controlled swimming abilities, and in fact, most runs I prefer not to pick it up, but since this is a Let's Play and I want to show off everything, basically you can hold the jump button to the log on the bottom. Meh. release it to float upwards, and you can swim around just a little bit. You can probably tell that it's very, very obnoxious to control. Now, since I usually have a very, very hard time getting back after getting this, but we mentioned that the upgrades come fast. Yeah, I think this is the only one of Sonic Adventure's upgrades that is found in a level, as opposed to Sonic Adventure 2 where they're all in levels because there's nowhere else to put them because they decided to get rid of the hub world. Yes. Which I'm still mad about.
Well, they brought it back in later games. Eventually. Kind of. You should see the look she's giving the computer right now. It's mildly terrifying.
I don't even know what I'm doing because of the... Whee! I think I want to murder something. Anyway, you can probably recognize that this is the same area, roughly, that Sonic was in. The one with all of the icicles and the giant icicle that you had to run across at the end. Of course.
I have no idea what she's attempting to do right now.
And because of the Let's Player's curse, something that I could do in one try on my practice run is suddenly the most frustrating thing.
Let's Player's Curse, for those of you who don't know, is you can be
Oh right, I need to go through here.
excellent, awesome at whatever game you're Let's Playing. The moment the camera turns on, everything conspires against you and seeks to destroy any and all attempts for you to get through.
Camera glitch!
Also, more camera glitches. Shouldn't those rocks be breaking off under his weight? He's kind of huge.
I don't know. But at least I'm in the right spot now. So the first thing we need to do is pick up this giant rock. The second thing we need to do is plop the giant rock down.
I don't remember this.
And down at the bottom of this pit is Big's third lure upgrade.
Because, of course, a lure would be at the bottom of the pit, not at the top.
Now,
Most lures don't sink. Unless you specifically have a sinking lure, your lure is not supposed to sink.
there's also more icy pits that you can unlock with rocks down there, but
they're pointless.
yeah, they're completely pointless. You can get a little view. And I honestly don't have the patience or the time left on the recording to show them off. And I really hate this level.
Yeah. Big's level is... well...
So, what we need to do to get at Froggy... rock, weak patch, apply one to the other.
and then start fishing. Pretty much. Maybe not quite in that order, but... so if I remember correctly, Froggy sometimes leaves that little hole.
I've never had him do that, and I really hope he doesn't. Also, you want to be as close to the hole as you can.
Without being in the hole.
Yeah. Because otherwise you literally can't pull anything up.
Come here, Froggy. Here, Froggy.
Come on, 3 lure upgrades. There you go.
Something's biting. Oh,
And we are done with 2 base levels.
Thank goodness.
We like big. We really do. But at the same time,
It felt like 2 levels are a little more fun.
little. A little.
And we are 25 minutes into the recording. There are more cutscenes to do.
Do we do the cutscenes now, or do we do them in a new recording?
I will grab the cut up. Okay, let's... Yeah, I'm gonna cut this here. Yeah. Make sure you check out our respective blogs. All stuff's in the snow at tumblr.com and
Kitsune13 at tumblr.com. Or .tumblr.com, I'm sorry.
Well,
it's okay, I made the
you.
same mistake in my first few parts.
Ow.
So we will see you. Why is the camera shaking? Why is the camera shaking?
Obviously, there is an earthquake happening in the game.
Obviously. Later.